The Plaza de Armas in Arequipa. And I've got to say, I am impressed. This is really nice. Of course, I've left my guidebook and all the tourist info back in a hotel, as per usual. You're a right dope at times, Tony. It really is a beautiful building, no, that's for sure. Takes up the entire top section of the Plaza de Armas. That's got to be what? 70 meters or so? Información turístico. Might have a butcher's in there. Pretty church. Although, you got to say it pales into insignificance compared to the cathedral, doesn't it? I'm not sure if you can see up here behind the cathedral the mountains, and they are covered in snow. Very pretty. Difficult to see though. And this is the other side of the square. Almost identical, I would say. This is my room. Basic, he said, with no small degree of sarcasm there. Although I do have a telly and I watched a bit of football on it, so I'm happy with that. But basically bed, table, that's it. And bathroom with sort of lukewarm water. But it tells you everything. There's no bathroom seat. Don't know why. There's quite a few hotels in Latin America that just don't have bathroom seats. Very strange. But it's just over $10 a night, so I don't think you can complain too much. But this is it. It's a lively old place, Arequipa, I'll say that for it. Plenty of action on the streets. Down there is where my hotel is. Now, where am I going?
Variedad de colores los prostíbulos a 3 soles, a 3 soles. Tenemos los cargadores, radios, para el maquillaje, para las manos, carterita, para el colegio.
Tenemos diferentes sabores. Limón.
I tell you what, you definitely take your life in your hands crossing these roads. I wonder what these things are. I couldn't figure out why there were so many hostels here. I mean, there's hundreds of them. And it literally is probably hundreds of them too. It took me a couple of days to figure out. I was just up from the bus station. I was about 50 yards up from the bus station, but I'd never went down that particular road until yesterday. And I go where you get people coming in on long distance buses or whatever. They have all the hotels.
¿Qué comida para allá? ¿Para allá?
¿Qué es eso, señor? Empanada. ¿Empanada de qué? Verdura. ¿Tienes pollo o carne? ¿Carne de res? Solo verdura. Ok, gracias. Well, it seems the madness is thinning out a little bit. What's for dinner tonight?
La quinoa. Quinoa,
Perdón.
9.50.
Oscuro.
Ah, little princess. It's a shame it wasn't a clearer day. That mountain would be quite spectacular.
Estoy caminando.
Old tyres transformed into bowls. Very interesting. A little bit clearer today. You can see the snow on the mountains, and this is my motor mechanic. Hopefully the bike will be fixed. Hey, good day all. Well, I'm getting ready to leave Arequipa now. I've been here 8 days. I had problems with the carburetor again, and as I was coming up, I didn't even stop on the way up to take any videos. I was so scared of the bike stalling out, and I managed to get it to within about 10 kilometers of Arequipa, and then it did conk out. I couldn't keep it going anymore, but I waited 40 minutes and it started right up again. Rode into town relatively okay, but I stripped the carb down, couldn't find anything with it at all. So I brought it to a mechanic, and he basically threw the carb away, put new carb on. So hopefully the carb issue is solved, because riding through these deserts, you're so desolate, and you're praying that your bike doesn't break down. Oh, it's a pretty nerve-wracking experience, I will say that. And I've got thousands of miles to go through Chile with the Atacama Desert. So I'm going to be keeping my fingers crossed and holding my breath for at least the next few hours, if not for the next few days, as I head back down towards the coast and the Chilean border. But that's the update. Let's get back on the road. Well, it is 12:05 and I'm finally getting out of Arequipa. What a plonker. Deary me, I'm bad, but this is terrible. Although to be fair, I did have to pick the bike up. I'm just happy I got it back, and hopefully I've got my fingers crossed that everything's going to be okay now. A little bit annoyed about the $330 for the carb, but it is what it is. I mean, $330, that's a fortune down here. You could live in a month. I could live in a month for a month down here on $330, and for a local I could probably live for a couple of months, probably more than that actually, but it is what it is. So, and if the carb is good for here on out, then I'm happy. And to be fair, I haven't really had any major expense. I bought 2 tyres. Actually, I bought another tyre the other day, back in wherever it was. That was only 35 bucks for the front one. But anyway, on the road again. Yeehaw!